Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. We hear more about the austerity measures being taken by the government. Also tonight, bills are passed in the Senate that affect funding for 2020. And locations are announced to replace your inefficient appliances that were damaged from the typhoon. In sports, the NMI boys top team tops tennis this week. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Get Dad the perfect gift now. The Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus for as low as $38.50 per month when you join the Now program. Come in before Father's Day and receive a free JBL speaker and Galaxy earbuds. That's over $150 worth of free gifts on us. Happy Father's Day from TACOMA Pacific. Better together. Some conditions apply.
Looking for a truck that's reliable, durable, and a great value? Then drive Tacoma. Tacoma is Saipan's most popular truck. Look around. Everyone drives Tacoma. That's because 9 out of 10 Tacoma trucks sold over the last 10 years are still on the road. If you drive a truck for work or play, you need Tacoma. Good looks, rugged styling with the latest technology, and power when you need it. After all, Saipan is Tacoma territory.
BUBBA Shrimp Company opens daily at 11 a.m. Located on Beach Road in the heart of Garapan.
Hafa Day, Tirwami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Thursday, June 13th, 2019. In court, a male receives a sentencing memorandum in the courtroom of Associate Judge Wesley Bogdan. 48-year-old Anthony Cepeda has been sentenced for the offenses of assault with a dangerous weapon, assault and battery, and disturbing the peace. After the victim filed a request not to prosecute form, Judge Bogdan sentenced Cepeda to 1 year, 6 months suspended and credit given for the 155 days he already served. Cepeda is also sentenced to 3 years probation. And moving back to the work hours being cut for government officials, Office of the Governor Public Information Officer Kevin Bautista tells us why Governor Ralph Torres decided on the 72-hour work schedule as the best option for an austerity measure.
One of the biggest things as to why the governor decided on a 72-hour work schedule was to ensure that a 100% reprogramming authority was necessary to maintain that figure.
The last austerity measure taken in the CNMI was about 9 years ago.
During the last austerity measures in 2010, and then through the several years of economic recovery through about fiscal year 2017, the governor, and I'm not talking about Governor Torres, I'm talking about Governor Enos, who led the economic recovery efforts for the last few years, was granted the ability to have 100% reprogramming authority for the executive branch. It was inserted into the budget law and it was allowed so that the governor can then redirect funds to critical priorities and to ensure that in the event of a budget shortfall, that the governor had the ability to fill that gap under an extenuating financial circumstance.
Bautista says this reprogramming authority makes it possible to redirect funds from all others within the budget authority towards personnel costs in order to pay for a 72-hour work schedule, to not be subject for a 64-hour cut.
If we weren't going to be having this 100% reprogramming authority for the governor, we would have had to make the drastic decision to go into 64. Just to put it out there. 64 hours, back to the dark days in the early 2010s, and we do not want to make that a decision that we even wanted to come to terms with. In 2010, when the last austerity measures kicked in, it was because we had a terrible economy. We had a terrible economy, and we lost an industry. We lost the garment industry, and we lost the Japanese market. And the years from 2005 to about 2009, with the ripple effects falling into about 2011, you had years of us just trying to scramble for government funds just to keep offices running.
And although the economy is stronger, Bautista says the problem is that we got hit by a typhoon.
This typhoon resulted in these new austerity measures that had to kick in because we had to pay the upfront costs. The budget went down by $29.9 million because of a lack of economic activity. And at the end of the day, the central government had to make the necessary decisions that inevitably it does affect autonomous agencies.
And today at the CNMI Senate 5th Special Session, the Reprogramming Authority was passed. House Bill number 21-56 with 7 yes and 1 no. The House Bill 21-56, HS1, HD1 is to, quote, authorize the Governor, Chief Justice, Director of Legislative Bureau, the mayors, and municipal councils reprogramming authority prior to the enactment of a comprehensive appropriation act for fiscal year 2020, end quote.
That is essentially an approval for the governor to move some funds around in the executive branch. Obviously, there was it's quite an eventful year as far as the projections. The governor had to make a notification that we need to adjust at a tune of approximately nearly $30 million. So in order for him to be flexible in terms of moving money around for priorities and to make sure that we continue on with the functions of the government for the next three to 4 months, he requested to be given this authority by the legislature.
Also passed today at the special Senate session was the concurrent resolution number 21-1, a document to be adopted by the legislature for a fiscal year budget ceiling, the number they will stay within for fiscal year 2020.
The overall is $233 million, but what's available for appropriation is right now, based on the Senate amendment, is about 148, almost 149. $149 million.
Of that budget, 25% will go to PSS.
Initially, it's 25% of 147. In addition to the additional funds that we discovered, we adjusted. They have an additional about $490,000 goes to them. It's 25% of 1.7.
Also up on Capitol Hill are more discussions about the CNMI financial crisis and where the money is.
Mr. President, the 20 million is already there. It should be there.
The 20 million, Senator Poe, is not being paid fully, 100%. Okay, I just want you to know, it is not paid 100%. I believe the 10 million is due this month.
But today is somewhat little different. Today, I see revenue sources out there, and people are telling me about this, that it seems like we're not factoring in the budget equation, as I mentioned in my letter, such as the 20 million annual casino operator contribution that is required by the Commonwealth Lottery Commission. That $20 million, although it doesn't go to the general fund, although it's not part of the budget formula, nonetheless, it's a commitment by IPI to help our public school system, our retirement fund, our hospital. Where is this $20 million? And what I heard from the president is that it's not there. And so I'm very alarmed, because under the agreement, and when we extended their project deadline by the Lottery Commission, they make this commitment. They made a commitment that they'll pay in June and in December.
CNMI Senator Paul Manglonia has written a letter to Governor Ralph Torres addressing the financial crisis the island is facing.
asking Governor Torres for assistance along with the Secretary of Finance in providing information on the current revenue estimates, focusing on the casino and FEMA assistance.
For example, funding from the FEMA reimbursement. How much are we getting that we can throw into the operation of the government? How much of that are we expecting for reimbursement and are flexible enough? We don't want to know those kind of answers. And for me, as a lawmaker, there's no greater responsibility than to review, pass, and fully believe in a Commonwealth budget plan for the fiscal year. And with 4 months remaining, I want to know what's going on. I think we got already like $152 million from the casino business gross taxes. This last year, $41,000. Wow, $41,000. So my question is, what tax credits have they earned over the years, and how much of that has been applied toward the payment or in lieu of paying their business gross receipt tax? Because if that's any indication, the $41,000, I'm worried about our retirees, because that means I'm worried about the cinemized business gross receipt tax from the casino, because we amended and passed Public Law 20-10 thinking that it's going to be, tens of millions every year.
Pointing out resources that can be looked at for more money.
Instead of the legislature closing down or instead of the legislature giving up their authority, which is, we can all agree that there's nothing more of a priority for the legislature in whatever they do, whatever legislation, than the passage of a budget, a Commonwealth budget, because that's the plan, our plan for the fiscal year. And we still have June, July, August, September. Why are we giving up today when we know that if we do our homework, if we do an oversight, if we look at the numbers, show the people that these are credible numbers?
Super Typhoon U2 is where the blame to the financial crisis keeps pointing toward. But Manglonia says there were warning signals before the typhoon even hit.
Yes, the typhoon really hit us. But we knew this even before the typhoon. We were being shown all kinds of warning signals. And so we knew it before the typhoon. So that's what concerns me, when we're saying cut here on the operation, including 8 hours from our employees, but yet we're not sure what is it here, what are the variables on the revenue side, and that's all I want to know.
The CNMI Department of Public Works Division of Energy has announced the vendors and realtors for the Energy Star Rebate Program. The Northern Mariana Islands State Energy Program Energy Star Appliance Rebate Programs are for the replacement of old, inefficient appliances that were damaged from Typhoon Mangkhut and Super Typhoon U2 with qualified energy-efficient Energy Star rated products. And the official listing of home appliance distributors, retailers, and vendors are Chong's Corporation, Pacific Home Appliances Corporation in Tinian, Gree Air Conditioning, Howell's Air Conditioning, Joe Tin Ace Hardware in Tinian and Rhoda, Sangao Enterprise Builders Home Supply in Rhoda, Pacific Chang Hong Corporation, Mariana's Carrier, Hydro Air, and Townhouse Incorporated. Funding for the programs is made through a grant by the U.S. Department of Energy. For more information, contact the Division of Energy office at 664-4480. Coming up, we head over to a local eatery, The Shack, to check out their top dish. You won't want to miss this after the break.
Get your daily serving of 4G LTE data with IT&E's daily prepaid plans. Choose from the best priced plans in the Marianas. Get 1 gigabyte of data for $2.50 a day, or choose a $1.50 or $2 plan. Need more data? Top up. Get 100 megabytes for $1 or 1 gigabyte for $10. Visit any IT&E store or call us to learn more and ask about our prepaid loyalty plan. IT&E. Explore your world.
On this version of Local Bites with Ashley, I'm here at the Shack with Randy Rosario, who is the head chef, who's going to teach us how to make some TLC crepes. Now let's check it out.
We opened about 6 years ago. Been through a couple of typhoons. This is the third version of the Shack. We're proud. We're so grateful that the community stood by our back, helped support us, getting back us on our feet. And yeah, thank you. We love you.
So what are we doing right now?
We are dropping the batter onto the table turns, and we're gonna spin this around.
Okay.
So.
And is this a popular dish here at
Very popular dish.
All right,
local tomatoes, local lettuce, mixed local lettuce.
I'm gonna give this a try. Let's
There
see
we
if I
go.
can master that. All right.
Right.
All right. Slowly move that around.
Nice.
Okay,
Again.
not too bad,
Not too bad.
Not too
bad. We're already
Kinda
there.
getting the hang of
Okay.
it.
Okay. Start to see yours curl.
So once you see it curl, you kind of flip it over?
Yes.
All right.
So you should do that.
All right, let's see if I
It's
can
all you.
flip this.
It's
Oh,
all you.
goodness. This is all me. Ooh.
Nice.
Yes, almost
Spread it out.
perfected it. And what kind of cheese is this?
This is our
that you're
mozzarella
using?
cheese.
Mozzarella? We just spread this all over?
Just spread it all over.
Okay. All right.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Grilled chicken.
And this is grilled?
Yes.
All right. Got to have the meat.
Some tomato.
Tomatoes.
Use a little bit more than half.
Freshly chopped tomatoes.
Yes.
All right.
We grab here our salad or mixed greens.
All right. A little lettuce in here.
Yes. Yeah. And the secret sauce.
What is this secret sauce
Proprietary.
consist of?
It's a mayo-based sauce. That's all I can tell you.
Tomato-based. Oh,
Mayo-based.
Secret. Sprinkle that on. All right.
There you go.
That's about right.
Much love. Much love.
And what is the quote of the Shack?
We love you.
We love you. That's sweet. Folding, okay.
Okay. And grab our awesome plate. Slide it on.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You think you can do that?
All right, let's see.
Let's try.
Let's try.
Fold it.
So just fold each side
Fold
over.
Side. There you go.
All right, boom.
And that side. Again. There you go.
Okay.
This side.
Same. Kind of like in a
There,
square.
there.
All
Yes.
right, all right.
This side as well. Okay.
Boom.
Okay,
All
now
right.
we're going to try to flip it over
Now we're gonna flip over onto the plate.
onto this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you think you
Okay.
can do it?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I need a little help on this one. We're gonna decorate these.
We are.
Oh, nice. It's all about the presentation.
Yes. Parsley.
A little bit of parsley. Sprinkle a little bit of that on there. All
Yeah.
right.
A little bit of these at the end.
What are these?
These are microgreens. Local microgreens.
Oh, keeping it local.
Yes,
Keeping
we
it
are.
local.
There you go.
And this is a TLC crepe.
Yes.
All right, I want to try this. That is delicious. So good. All right, thanks Rainey for teaching us how to make these TLC crepes. And now you guys should come over and try it too. All right.
Love you.
Thank you, Ashley. Now I can't wait for dinner. Coming up, a grassroots basketball program gets $12 grand in seed money. KSPN2 Sports Sprouts up next.
Get Dad the perfect gift now. The Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus for as low as $38.50 per month when you join the Now program. Come in before Father's Day and receive a free JBL speaker and Galaxy earbuds. That's over $150 worth of free gifts on us. Happy Father's Day from TACOMA Pacific. Better together. Some conditions apply.
You deserve more. I know it's been hard. Come on, let's go for a ride.
Welcome to the Rent to Own.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now this feels like home.
Dial Rent to Own. Making lives better since 1987.
Ah, the Netherlands, home of the Stroop Waffle McFlurry from McDonald's. A mix of delicious vanilla soft serve and caramel waffle cookie pieces. But to get one, you'd have to sneak out of the office, dig out your luggage, wait for boarding group 12, figure out what that means, take a train, take a boat, take a bike, and finally order one. Or get to your neighborhood McDonald's now, because for a limited time, worldwide favorites are here. Around the world is now around the corner.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, day 4 of the week-long NPQ tennis tournament. And by the way, it was 90 degrees at 10 o'clock this morning with a heat index of 102. That's in the shade, and there's no shade on a tennis court. Play on. NMI's top 16 and under player, Sean Lee, playing with Sam Rio this afternoon, is assured of a spot on the Fiji-bound North Pacific team after sweeping his 4 matches by the combined score of 48-2. U12 doubles, NMI's Savita Sickle and Anna Kwan won their match today against Guam 2, but it's Guam 1 that's at the top. As to how many NMI players will go on to qualify, let's get an educated guess from them.
How many do you think will be on the team at the end of the tournament? I think your coach wants more than 5. Yeah.
A former North Pacific player from Palau is visiting on break from Alabama A&M, where she's on a full tennis scholarship. She remembers Saipan as the place where her international career took off.
For sure. I came to Saipan, I think, in 2007, and the tournament director then, Dan O'Connell, actually, we didn't have a 12 and under, it just started at 14s, and he actually had an exhibition match for myself and one of Saipan's best players, my best friend, Nagar Raskui. So, we were just a couple of 7-year-olds playing on that court over there. Too short to even change the score. So, and it just started from there.
Play concludes Friday with the final selection and awards ceremony to be held in the late afternoon. You know that saying, if someone hands you a lemon, make lemonade, meaning make the best out of a situation. And that's what this story is all about. Yesterday, the NMI Rollers Basketball Association received a donation of $12,000 from the Hyatt Regency Golf Classic, the only sports program to be a recipient. How this all came about is a story of commitment and dedication to the youth. And this year, the Rollers are celebrating their 20th anniversary. Coach Joe Diaz organized this grassroots program in Garapan in 1999 with what was then called the G-Rollers. Their most successful player, Philippine professional Jericho Cruz. The G-Rollers were later renamed Rollers as they expanded out of Garapan, and they've gone on to be a fixture in youth basketball leagues and tournaments, something that the kids can depend on being there each year. Sometimes so many kids turn out to play they have multiple teams. 6 years ago, Coach Joe Diaz and others established the Rollers as a non-profit, and that allowed them to receive donations. But they were a club without a clubhouse. They played anywhere they could. No place was home. Meanwhile, the Koblerville gym was nearing completion. It was a gym that no one wanted. Here's how KSPN2 News reported the issue 5 years ago. As funding questions, construction delays, management of the facility, and land ownership issues plagued the federally funded project.
Behind me, the construction continues on the Koblerville Junior High School gymnasium. The project comes at a price tag of $2.7 million for the land and for the construction. The only problem is there's not going to be a Koblerville Junior High School. The funding for the project was sourced 3 years ago by the Northern Marianas Housing Corporation as part of a community development block grant from the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development. Deputy Corporate Director for NMHC, Jeannie Moffness, explains how the plan for the gym became problematic from the beginning.
Initially, the public school system had a master plan to construct an eight classroom building. That was to leverage CDBG funds administered by NMHC with other CIP funding. However, at that point in time, they could not secure CIP funding. So, and CDBG funds had to be used in a timely manner. So what the grantor suggested is that we build a usable facility, which was a gymnasium, and that was the first phase of the junior high school.
PSS didn't want the gym because it wasn't on any campus. NMC declined the offer. The Northern Marianas Sports Association already has a gym. They didn't want it. Typhoon Saddlelord came in 2015, severely damaging all of the gyms on the island except the Coblerville Gym, thanks to its concrete and open architectural style. 2 years ago, the Rollers took custodianship of that unwanted gym and turned it into their practice facility, while also letting school and private leagues play there. Association President Juan Dela Cruz appreciates the support.
On behalf of the NMI Rollers Basketball Association, this is an exciting moment for us. I heard Christmas somewhere along the line earlier. It is an early Christmas gift, Mr. Ishikawa. Thank you very much.
Close to 100 kids are currently participating in the program.
I have my coach here, Coach Joe Diaz. He's kind of like our events coordinator for the organization. We are a non-profit organization, for that matter. Right now, I believe we have approximately about 97 kids in our organization.
And some of this money can go back to the facility.
I know that we can make some changes to improve the facility in serving our Commonwealth youth per se. So again, thank you so much.
This weekend, the Rollers will launch a new summer youth tournament in their home gym that will include boys, girls, and Tinian teams in 4 age divisions every Saturday until August.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Let's roll at Gold's Gym Saipan with group exercise for every body. Total Resistant Exercise, or TRX, helps develop your core and improve strength. And Zumba toning is probably the funnest way to get fit. The Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplements. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Today's high 90, the heat index, all right, get ready. 104, yeah, it's the hottest day of the year so far. The low 80, humidity 73%. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, isolated showers, east winds to around 10 miles an hour. High 90, low 70, seas 3 to 5 feet. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 5:46, sunset at 6:47.
Yeah, thank you, Bob, for that weather report. I actually absolutely believe you when you say this was the hottest day of the year.
I was out
Beautiful,
there. I was
hot.
at the tennis court like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I wasn't playing tennis. I was just there holding the camera, and I just started to sweat.
Yeah,
You saw me when
I saw
came
you.
back.
You were drenched in sweat. I was
Yeah.
like, were you playing or filming, Bob? I couldn't tell. Yeah,
It looked
was
like
hot
I was
up.
playing. I wasn't. I was just standing there. But it was it was the hottest day of the year.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that. And coming up this weekend?
Miss Mariana's contest.
Yes, yep.
Unfortunately, that'll be in an air-conditioned room. Hopefully, the air conditioning will be on really good.
We don't want those beautiful ladies sweating all that beautiful makeup
That's
off,
what-
you know. They're for beauty, right? So can't do that in the heat.
Well, I don't know. I think sweat's beautiful.
Oh, okay, well, some people like it. All right, well, thanks for watching. Please do have a great rest of your night and tune in tomorrow night at 6.
Good night.